Hello everyone, I'm Derek with Degelman Industries, and today we're going to go over the first time setup of your brand new HDSR series of Staggered Ripper. We're going to go over how to hook up to the machine and get it level. Also going to go over different adjustments and how to get your depth properly set. Every HDSR unit comes equipped with a manual and startup guide. These are your go-to resources. The startup guide covers quick settings and basic operation, while the full manual includes detailed safety instructions, maintenance procedures, troubleshooting, and parts information. Start by backing your tractor toward the HDSR hitch. Connect the jack hoses, identified by gray grips, to circuit number 4. Open the jack cylinder lock valve and adjust the hitch height as needed. Back the tractor up to align the drawbar and hitch. Once aligned, install the hitch pin. Make sure your tractor drawbar is equipped with a hammer strap, as the machine creates negative hitch weight during unfolding. Attach the safety chain, raise the jack fully, and close the lock valve. Now, connect the remaining hydraulic hoses according to their color coding and flow direction. And remember, always ensure hose ends are clean. Finish by connecting the electrical plug and checking that all LED lights are functioning properly. Proper hitch height is critical for performance. A good rule of thumb: if the hitch height is level in transport position, it will run level in the field. If the front sits too low, move the hitch down a set of holes. If it sits too high, move the hitch up. To begin unfolding, extend the wheel cylinders using circuit 1 to raise the machine. Then, extend the wing cylinders using circuit 3. If the transport cylinder extends first and the wings lift into the air, stop and refer to the troubleshooting section of the operator's manual. Continue extending circuit number 3 to unfold the transport cylinder after the wings have unfolded. Place the transport cylinder, circuit number 3, in constant in the extended direction. This is important so the machine stays level while working in the field. If equipped with hydraulic trip, place the Shank circuit, circuit number 2, in constant pressure. Check the pressure gauge on the hitch to verify operation. Keep both of these circuits in constant while operating in the field. We recommend turning the flow down to 20 to 25%. Remove the included soil probe from the machine. Press the soil probe into the ground in high traffic areas of the field, such as tire tracks and headlands. The soil probe has marks every 3 inches. Note the depth where the soil feels tight or the probe cannot be pushed in further. Place the soil probe back in the storage location on the front hitch. For very soft and sandy soils, there is a larger tip included in the handle of the soil probe. Extend the wheel cylinders, circuit number 1, fully to lift the frame up. Start with all 18 shims flipped down on the depth carriage and the gauge wheel shim packs. Begin driving forward at 2 to 5 mph at high RPMs. Lower the machine using the wheel cylinders, circuit number 1. Drive approximately 20 to 50 feet with the ripper shanks in the ground. Raise the machine out of the ground using wheel cylinders, circuit number 1, while in forward motion. Stop. Get out and check the ripping depth with the included soil probe. Set the ripping depth for 1 to 2 inches below the hardpan layer. Adjust the depth stops on the front hitch and gauge wheels and repeat if necessary until the desired ripping depth is achieved. Please note, adding a depth stop makes the machine rip 1 inch shallower, and removing a depth stop makes the machine rip 1 inch deeper. Fully extend the wheel cylinders, circuit number 1, to lift the frame all the way up. Next, retract transport cylinders, circuit number 3, to raise the entire rear frame. Continue to retract circuit number 3 to bring both wings forward. Leave remote number 3 engaged and simultaneously retract the wheel cylinders, circuit number 1. Ensure the wing rollers are resting in transport cradles before road transport. Choose a firm, dry surface to park the HDSR. Next, open the jack cylinder lock valve. Extend the jack cylinder, which is circuit 4, until there is no hitch weight on the tractor drawbar and the hitch pin is loose. Now, close the jack cylinder lock valve. Disconnect and store all hydraulic hoses and electrical plug in the corresponding locations on the storage tower. Disconnect the safety chain. Remove the hitch pin, drive forward and away from the HDSR hitch. Now, we'll go over adjusting the shank trip pressure if hydraulic trip is equipped. Ensure all 3 branch isolation valves are open for working in the field. Run the shank circuit, which is circuit 2, in constant in the extended direction. Examine the pressure gauge. The HDSR shank pressure comes adjusted from factory to 2200 psi. To make an adjustment, loosen the valve adjustment jam nut and use an Allen key to turn the adjustment screw. Retighten the jam nut after adjustment. If the shank trip seems too stiff, hard trip, or breaking too many shear bolts, adjust the pressure lower by turning the adjustment screw counterclockwise. If the shank trip seems too soft, tripping too often, adjust the pressure higher by turning the adjustment screw clockwise. Ideal shank circuit pressure is when the shanks stay in the ground so they are not constantly tripping, but one that still allows the shank to trip if an obstacle is encountered. To set the chopper roller equipped with hydraulic down pressure, run the shank circuit, remote number 2, in constant in the extended direction. The chopper roller cylinders are tied into this circuit. Examine the pressure gauge on the chopper roller pressure valve. This is factory set to 450 psi. To make an adjustment, loosen the valve adjustment jam nut and use an Allen key to turn the adjustment screw. Retighten the jam nut after adjustment. Turn adjustment screw counterclockwise to decrease pressure on the chopper rollers. Turn adjustment screw clockwise to increase pressure on the chopper rollers. The chopper roller isolation valve may be used to lock up the chopper rollers if desired in wet or challenging conditions. Now we'll go over how to adjust the coulters. Typically, the deeper the ripping depth, the higher the coulter discs are raised. The upper slot is for roughly 18 to 24 inches ripping depth. The middle slot is for 12 to 17 inches depth, and the lower slot and disc position is for 6 to 11 inches of ripping depth. To adjust the height of the coulter discs, loosen the pivot and slot bolts. Adjust the carriage bolt in the slot, lifting or lowering the disc arm. Retighten the pivot and slot bolts and repeat for the other coulter discs.
And that's it for setting up your HDSR series of Staggered Ripper. There's more information on our website, including manuals, videos, and other helpful information. So go ahead and let her rip.